And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hi there, how you doing, guys? How's everything going for you for this Thursday? Sorry again, Monday, but life takes a turn. Sometimes you just can't make it for that particular job. I think this time was Tony's fault. I'm blaming Tony for
Yes,
everything.
definitely my fault.
How you doing, Ellie? How you doing, Boston?
Hey, Boston, Nick over there, and Peppermint, Ellie. Welcome, everybody.
But anyway, basically we're going to be talking about doxing, the dangers of doxing. We're going to watch some videos, react, kind of talk about a couple of people on the internet, and then maybe like a little bit of a swatting. What is swatting? And basically little things you can do to help yourself. I mean, we live in a very precarious time. I mean, this particular time I think is a little bit stranger than most because a lot of people are getting doxed. And if you don't know what doxing is, it's the search for and the publish of private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. Now, a lot of people have been kind of like saying, well, if your information is on Google, is it doxing? If I type up your name and then suddenly I get all your information, am I doxing if I'm showing it? And I would say yes, because honestly, people do not unfortunately, a lot of people's information is not like given permission when it's being spread online.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like thousands of sites that just collect your data without your permission, maybe sold by other websites, Facebook and other companies, and then it's just out there. And then these people use this information for various reasons. We're going to watch one lady who is, it's a little, I kind of call it like a little documentary on a person, 16 minutes long, from Jabberini. Tough name to get, but this is his channel. He does like mini documentaries on YouTube, kind of celebrities and stuff like that, and YouTube individuals, people. And this one we're gonna play from him, and it talks about this famous TikTok doxer who basically became famous based upon doxing random private citizens, people who are just, she did not like what they said on the internet, so she proceeded to search and harass and try to get fired these people, and it just goes through her life. So I figured we watch this, we talk about it, and move on to Bodega Bro and all that stuff. Anything you want to add, Tony, before I hit play?
No, other than we are protected under the fair use. We are a reaction/gaming channel. And we're just reaction, and we do not condone going after anybody we talk about or doxing. That's a one-way ticket to our ban list. Yeah. Hey, Sleuth Mom. Hey, Georgia.
Hi, Georgia. Hi, Sleuth Mom. So let's play it, and let's go. And I dropped the channel link in the description. If you like what you see from that channel, I would encourage you just to subscribe. If you like little mini documentaries on certain people on YouTube and stuff like that, you want to understand that, it's a pretty good one. So I thought this was the best one. What did you see? What did you see that was laughing?
Hey, Bash. Hey, Steph.
Hi, Steph. Admit you love steak, or I am doxing you. RN. I don't know right what RN.
Right now.
See, I don't know these sayings, but anyway, let's go.
Or publish private information about someone, especially as a form of punishment or revenge. But what if the information you publish is from someone's public Facebook or public records? What if you think the person really deserves it? Is it still doxing? The way you answer these questions will likely determine how you feel about TikTok.
This is the woman that was famous on TikTok for doxing people, just so people know.
TikTok's most infamous doxer, Savannah Sparks. Her handle on TikTok is rexorcist, and her work, well, it speaks for itself.
Honey, you're in a pyramid scheme and you're their target demographic because you're stupid enough to fall for it. What am I doing? I am promoting science and public health through my career as a pharmacist and an IBCLC. But I also make money on my phone through TikTok that I turn around and donate to marginalized communities. So that's not the flex you thought it was. I thought since you wanted to get your message out there, I'd help you out and find your entire family and message them your TikTok. Your family's originally from the Virgin Islands, right? And you've got family in Houston, Texas, and in Florida, right? Splendid. So I found all of your aunts and uncles and I messaged all of them. It took me all of 20 minutes to find out who you are, where you live, and where you go to school. And I don't say that threateningly. I say that because you are not immune to accountability just because you posted it anonymously on the internet. So just a heads up, your entire high school administration knows.
There have been lots of doxers since the inception of the internet, and people have been using it since then to get revenge on others or just to troll them.
She
But
is
what
an
makes
idiot.
Savannah unique compared
What'd you say?
No, I was agreeing with Georgia Pete. She is an idiot. The things that she's doing is just so she can have power. If you don't like what she says or even make a sly comment to her, she will totally go into your whole background and disturb your life just because you said her video sucked. This is the type of person who is dangerous online.
Well, she does it for also a monetary reason because she got
Oh yeah.
money from this, so that's
Oh
it.
yeah, she knows. She's not stupid. She knows, but secretly that's her pleasure, is the power.
Yeah.
to the doxers that came before her is that she isn't posting anonymously on a forum or hacking someone's computer from a basement. She's doxing people proudly and has gained almost 1 million followers on TikTok for this. She uses information from people's social media and public records to shame them, get them fired from their jobs, contact their families, and more. Never before in history has a human being been.
What does it say? Hey, I don't know what the fuck's. I can't read. Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, besties. Hey, besties. And this is her. She sells products on her page.
This is it.
Yeah, she said no. She sells like on the side. I wouldn't really want to give my information to a doxer. I wouldn't be buying products from a doxer. Just so you know much.
These
Able
are
to build a
really
social
just
media
stickers thrown on things.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brand based around doxing
Hey,
people
Queen Bee.
and sell
Hi, Queen Bee.
227 merch items to back it up. Savannah has argued that she isn't really a doxer at all because she doesn't obtain her information illegally. Some people have accused Savannah of obtaining their information illegally, but more on that later. No, from Savannah's perspective, she isn't a doxer. She's an accountability creator. As she explained in an interview with NBC, anything that forces someone to change their way of thinking, it makes them angry. So keeping that in mind, the fact I'm doing this to so many people, I accept I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing, and I'm exactly where I need to be. Savannah didn't start out on TikTok doxing people. In fact, her beginnings were much more tame. The oldest videos on her account are from February of 2018, where she made some pretty normal videos taking care of her child, cooking, and talking about lactation. Savannah is a PharmD and IBCLC, which means she has a doctorate in pharmacy and is a board-certified lactation consultant. These qualifications allowed Savannah to make some informative content offering advice to fellow breastfeeding mothers and general mom-oriented TikToks. But everything would soon change in the spring of 2020 when the pandemic hit. By May of 2020,
That fucking pandemic drove everyone fucking nuts, man.
Oh my god, TikTok just went like it was just people who have nothing to do and they stay at home. The crazies come out.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I wish like we can go back on a time machine and I don't know, stop that guy from stealing that chicken or whatever the hell he stole from that lab and releasing in the wet market or something. Whatever
Whatever
someone
the
says.
conspiracy is. Yeah. Steph says
Or buy that pangolin that they claim was what had the disease and kind of like put it in the pocket and just get rid of it before it infected the world. I don't know. Whatever the China says.
yeah, she
Savannah's
thinks that this is her she thinks this is her purpose, is to expose these people. But it's not really doing anything. It's just, you hurt my feelings, therefore I'm going to tell your mom.
She's also like one of those like vax police. Basically, if you say you're not vaxxed or you didn't wear your mask, she would report your ass. And it's like, bro, like really? I mean, I'm vaxxed, but like I'm not going to go waste my time fucking going on the internet trying to police the world. It's like,
no.
had shifted to focus almost exclusively on talking about the pandemic, vaccines, and masks.
I have done research. It's called 8 years of pharmacy school, graduating with a doctorate degree, having professional licenses in 4 different states, practicing for 6 years. But sure, your Google degree means more than mine.
Wait,
These
pause
arguments
it.
on TikTok.
So let me get this straight. Her doctorate and all that stuff is for lactation, though, right?
Yeah.
not for virus or studies. In
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to make sure. I mean, just because you have a doctorate doesn't mean you specialize into that.
I mean, I could get a doctorate if I go through a 3-week course and read the Bible if I wanted to. I mean, like anyone could be a doctor if they just want.
that.
Just like that guy who made the fucking bullshit lie detecting machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being a doctor doesn't mean like you're actually like an actual doctor. Anyone could be a doctor.
I mean, we're not discrediting her at all when we say this. We're just saying her specialty is in lactation to help mothers breastfeeding.
Yeah, we all got crazy, burn tanning, all. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, she book smart. No, common sense. Yeah, her doctorate was pharmaceutical. I thought it said. She said lactate.
Pharmaceutical, yeah. But still, it's like, but you have no... I mean, I don't know. I don't like people throwing their papers around.
Let me just... we'll go back for a moment just to get that... Ellie's going to make that comment about my...
I think it's before. I think it's after the pancakes.
I could be wrong. Yeah, this is like.
She isn't really a doxer at all because she doesn't obtain her information illegally. 27 merch items to back it up.
Let me see.
They show her website.
Exactly what I need to be.
Yeah, I know. She went and.
I'm just saying, just because you're a doctor and you have a doctor doesn't mean that you can be too.
I'll look it up. Yeah, I was just continuing. I'll look it up and just to make sure, but we'll continue it.
Years, but sure, your Google degree says in 8 years of pharmacy school, graduating with a doctorate degree, having professional licenses
pharmacy
in 4
school.
different
She just said
states,
it.
practicing for 6 years. But sure, your Google degree means more than mine.
These arguments on TikTok would at times get pretty heated, leading to people trying to figure out where Savannah worked so they could get her fired.
Who's going to tell her? I regret to inform you that I work for myself. I own my own lactation and medication counseling business, and I'd be happy to forward your concerns right in the trash where your disgusting opinion belongs.
Savannah's fans retaliated by posting the personal information of Savannah's enemies in the comments, something she was quick to denounce.
Okay, so obviously this needs repeating. No matter the circumstances, no matter how much an individual may deserve it, I do not condone doxing. I understand you're probably just trying to help. I understand that you're probably...
That didn't age well.
Yeah, you become... be careful hunting monsters or you'll become one, I guess. Pharmacist or electrician consultant is not a doctor. Yeah.
See, I have no idea. That's why I asked, because I have no idea what... I respect her trade. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't know, and I agree with Georgia too. Like, I've met many doctors who have done fucked up. I mean, just because you're a doctor doesn't mean you're God, and that's why doctors shouldn't have God complexes.
Yeah. Let me see.
Not personally trying to cause harm on this individual, but the reality of the world that we live in today is that many people would see that information and do very, very bad things with it. That's why doxing and cyberstalking are illegal. This includes posting somebody's full name, where they work, where they live. If your intention is to get that information out there so it can be reported, report it on your own privately. Don't post it on my page.
But Savannah's TikTok was about to take a turn towards the truly unhinged. On March 14th of 2021, Savannah posted a video called What It's Like to Go Running as a Woman, where she showed the precautions she takes when running. She talks about hiding a slip of paper in her shoe with her personal information in case she gets kidnapped, carrying pepper spray, brass knuckles, and more. Another user made a TikTok joking about disarming her, and Savannah responded like this.
Disarm.
Hey bestie, thank you so much for all the tips on how to disarm women in public so that you can kidnap and them. I thought since you wanted to get your message out there, I'd help you out and find your entire family and message them your TikTok. Your family's originally from the Virgin Islands, right? And you've got family in Houston, Texas. And
be careful, Georgia Peach. She might find you and get after you.
And I saw that disarm video. All it was him was sitting at a computer and it said disarmed. That was it.
Yeah, she proceeds to handle it with rationality. Combat him with reason, why it would be very mean to do that. And she really shows us how reasonable she is. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think she does. What does she do instead of doing that?
And in
People
Florida,
are going to troll.
Here, let me just listen to this.
So I found all of your aunts and uncles and I messaged all of them. I also know who your sisters and your cousins are, so let me know if you want me to pass it along to them too. Keep up the good work, bestie.
The comments on Savannah's video are split about.
Anyone else confused as to why he is getting his life ruined? Didn't he just duet a video of a girl listing things she does to prevent getting, and I guess that's cut off. Lucy Wickland says, if this video is some harmless, then why is his life ruined by his family seeing it? If his video is bad enough to ruin his life, he shouldn't have posted. And then the other person said, I don't know, maybe because hundreds, if not thousands, of hate messages towards him and his family wouldn't exactly be an ideal life. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
True. And he was a kid too. He's a kid too. It's not like some 40-year-old, it's just a troll. We get trolls all the time.
Keyboard warriors. I mean, but this is going to go into how she would find you. And I always tell people, you got to be careful because these people are around. These people are they'll turn you into content, you'll see in a lot of communities. Mm-hmm. And they also just they think they're like the police, the moral police, and they just do that. That's why I'm kind of a lot of people say the defense for doxing is that the information is available public. It's on Google. And it's is it really public supposed to be public? I remember before I started opting out of a lot of websites, I used to type into Google my name and I would find not only my address, but my cell phone number, my mom's cell phone number, just not even have to pay for it. I'm shit you not. I didn't even have to pay for it. And I would find this information readily available, just literally Googled. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this supposed to be out on the internet? I didn't give permission for this information to be out there. And so some idiot can just simply Google my name and suddenly know my phone number and know where my mom lives and know her phone number and know about that and not even have to pay $20. I mean,
and then you have to pay out of your pocket because there is a service that can erase all that.
Yeah.
So nobody can, and then you have to pay out of your pocket one large sum, and it's fine, but it's kind of I mean, I think the internet.
Or you can do it for free. Actually, you can opt out if you go to individually websites. You can Google opt out. It'll tell you exactly. What I do is if I find the website that has my information, I Google another tab. It says opt out of so and so, and it gives you a step-by-step instruction. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then you do what they say, and then you get an email confirmation. In 72 hours, your information is removed. But it's all these websites pop up with all your information and put it public without your permission. And it's why can't they ask for your permission before putting your information out there like that? Why is it that I have to be the opposite? Why do they take my information, invade my privacy, and then proceed? Then I got to go through the extra steps to go through every single little fucking website to remove it. Yeah. So this is my huge disagreement when people say this information is public, so it's not doxing. It's absolutely doxing if that shit happens.
If you're using public information, even though it's public, but you're using it in a malicious way, either to do what this woman's doing or to harass and stalk or maybe even put this person in danger, to me you still fall under the doxing. You are absolutely just a bad guy in general. I don't care how you found out somebody's information. Hey Jasmina, hey Red Rock, literally Davis, Jones and Sassy, Mel, everybody, hello. But if you're using somebody's information, whether it be public or not, maliciously, you are the bad person here.
Yeah, absolutely.
50-50, with some saying she went too far, contacting his family and threatening to do even more, and others saying he shouldn't have posted the video in the first place. Regardless of the comments, this was one of the most popular videos on
1 million views.
Savannah's account since she started posting content, gaining over 1 million likes. Maybe Savannah felt powerless while she was
1 million likes. I think that's probably better than 1 million views, actually. Because if you had a million people that hit the like button, that's probably the equivalent of getting 10 million views in some places.
People like a shit show. They like to see the whole doxing thing.
She was running, but tracking down the family of the person who mocked her seems to have given her a taste of a different kind of power. The following weeks and months on Savannah's page would go on to produce one of the most extreme runs of doxing, witch hunts, and retaliation that the internet has ever seen. Savannah got a taste of that power and never looked back. 6 days later, Savannah posted a follow-up video stating she had contacted 8 of the person's family members. His cousins and sisters did not take too kindly to Savannah putting them and their family on display.
Pause to read, but the cousin said that she wants me to take the video down because I'm making their family look bad. Making excuses for a apologist makes you look even
What did
worse.
the cousin
And she said
do
if
to
I don't
you
take
for
it-
you to post this? That's the thing, though. Your beef is with this guy, so why are you running to his family? Take it with this guy.
I agree with Sooth Mom. Hit the like button if you want to know B. Tim's tomato name. It's Tim.
down, they'll contact my family members. And say what exactly? That you're mad that I'm holding your cousin accountable for mocking victims?
The very next day, Savannah found someone else to go after and posted this.
Let me start this video by saying that this individual.
I know it ain't 97% because more than 3% are fat. Okay, so this kid says something, I don't know, I think maybe like a spicy comment, okay.
Let me start this video by saying that this individual is a child. Therefore, this needs to be handled very carefully. Before I say what I have to say, it is
No, it
very
should've
important that
stopped
y'all
right there.
understand that you cannot communicate
Pause
to a
it.
minor the
It should have stopped right there.
Wait, just listen to the whole thing before you make a comment.
way that you would an adult. Therefore, I need to explicitly state that I do not condone nor will I participate in any sort of threat towards this individual, but I will hold him accountable. With that being said, this video was brought to my attention by one of my followers on Instagram. She is a young lady very triggered by what you posted. And this is not the only problematic video you've posted. And she asked me if I could possibly identify you, privately of course, so that the appropriate adults could step in and intervene. And I
Creepy.
did just that. It took me all of 20 minutes to find out who you are, where you live, and where you go to school. And I don't say that threateningly. I say that because you are not immune to accountability just because you posted it anonymously on the internet. So just a heads up, your entire high school administration knows.
Again, Savannah's
Okay, let's first listen to these comments. She thinks she's the hero. I agree with that. She is definitely not the hero. The amount of comments against what you're doing is sad. You respectfully let the adults in his life know about the he posts online, or maybe shit. You just broke the law. The comments didn't pass the vibe check. Well, I mean, like the problem, two problems I see. You have a woman who is over the age of like 18 going after a minor because he posted dumb shit on the internet. I did a lot of dumb shit. Luckily, the internet wasn't around as much as it is today, so luckily I never posted dumb shit.
Amen.
And you proceeded to attack this person and, contact his school. Like, you're a fucking psycho lady.
That's weird. 1 minute she's like, I'm not threatening, but I am going to hold you accountable. I don't know about y'all, it's 2023, but when somebody says to somebody, I am going to hold you accountable, that is a threat now. That just is a threat now because and plus this was a minor. He did something stupid. We were all kids. We all did stupid shit. Thank God,
like
back
the only
then,
time
there was no social media. Like maybe there's some Polaroids out there, yes, but there's. I mean, come on, lady. It's a kid. He made a stupid thing. Maybe you should talk to him privately and be like, "Hey, let's talk about this. I want to know where you come from." There's so many things you could have done before that, but you did it because you wanted the show.
Yeah. So let's continue. Let's see if this lady continues this path of insanity.
comments seem to be split about 50-50, with some people calling her out for doing this, while others applauded her for being the main character. By this point, people on TikTok were tagging Savannah on any post where they wanted to get someone fired or doxxed for anything deemed problematic. Tagging Savannah was like lighting up the bat signal if that man was a professional doxer who also called everyone bestie.
Unfortunately for you, though, I got involved. And as a pharmacist, I most definitely have a duty to report it. Because I found you, Hannah. I found your pharmacy technician license number, and I am reporting you to the Illinois State Board of Pharmacy. And just a heads up, since you clearly don't know anything about pharmacy law and how to keep your license intact, they're going to launch an investigation which involves informing your employer. And when your employer finds out, because stealing and falsifying documents is a crime. Thanks, bestie. This user right here, ExoCourtTK, said, "Can I pay you to ship a couple to me?" So I mosey onto her Instagram. K said, "Can I pay you?"
I work at a pharmacy and grab blank ones for me and my hubby. Can I pay you shipping? Maybe this could have been like a joke, so I don't know.
It had to have been a fucking joke because nobody is that. I know there's stupid people out there that do stupid shit.
But let's
online.
listen. Yeah, but let's see how she finds this person.
you to ship a couple to me. So I mosey onto her Instagram where she says she's a nurse. And by quickly Googling your username, your hairstylist tagged you in a Facebook post. And then you liked it from your Facebook profile. And then I matched up who you were married to because you mentioned his name on your TikTok. Is this you? Did you share this meme? Is this you, Miss LPN? Yeah, the Texas Board of Nursing is going to see all this. You can have your middle finger back.
Savannah.
Did you see how she tracked that person down?
Why is she so angry? She looks like she has like a good life. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like that she's stable. She is smart. She's just using it in a stupid way. I don't understand why people do. You put people in danger.
Hi, Denise. The problem is, like, I'm not teaching people how to dox, but I'm trying to tell you, like, this is how they find you. Basically, this is the method in which they find you. It's probably why I tell people to basically, like, most likely, my advice to you, if you're going to have multiple accounts, have multiple different names for those accounts. Don't, like, have something that's related. Multiple fake usernames. Like, I have those. I have multiple fake usernames on certain accounts, so people know that. Don't use the same one. Don't use the same thing. Also, try to avoid if you do have a Facebook account.
Ooh, there's so much you can do there.
Yeah, try to like
hide your friends.
Yeah.
Turn off automatic tags.
Yep.
And if you're gonna dabble in stuff like this and being a fool online, do not add your family or friends to your Facebook.
Yeah, the sock account.
Yeah, like I have a Facebook. Everybody knows my Facebook, but I have my friends there because my friends are like, "Fuck it, it's Tony." But I don't have my family on there or anything. No, fuck that. I block them. I hide my friends. I scan my shit. There's a lot you can do to hide yourself, but the biggest thing to do is choose your lane. If you're into like stuff that me and Tim do, protect yourself. Because people are going to come after us. So we have to protect ourselves. But if you're somebody on the sideline just chilling, you're okay. You're untouchable, really.
Nah, I would argue
silent watchers are okay.
No. I've seen in I've seen in a lot of situations where people just literally silent watchers and people have gone after them.
Well, those people are stupid. I don't even see that on Facebook.
I see that on YouTube. I've seen it a couple of times. I say, like, basically have a fake name, do all the hide your friends and stuff like that, like Tony explained. Have different names, and also be wary of what you comment on.
Oh, also, too, another side note, you really want to protect yourself. Do not like your city's Facebook or their yard sale things, because that's where they're going to get you.
Yeah, I've been attacked over stupid comments. Yep, and you get dummies like these that go after you, unfortunately. So yeah, this is more like an educational thing. We're showing you the enemy of like actual freedom of speech, and we're just kind of like, you can figure out like this is their tactics of finding you. We're gonna talk, and then
it's really petty though. She's petty.
Well, she's doing it for money. For like, think about it. If she's getting like a bunch, like let's say hundreds of thousands of views, I mean, she's probably making like $300-$400 doing it.
I mean, this is true, but it's still, she's petty too. There's people out there that are making more money than her on TikTok that are not putting people in danger and disrupting their lives. I'm just saying, maybe find something else.
I hope TikTok gets deleted or banned from America at this point.
Oh, did you see the news? There is one senator who wants to get rid of TikTok, and he's really pushing for it.
Well, I'll definitely vote for that.
That was today, mind you. It was on CNN.
It was on.
Take it as you will.
Roll. Looking for anyone she could get fired, dancing in front of screenshots of people's accounts she had gotten banned, picking fights with people from all corners of the app, and contacting their employers. At this point, the people being doxxed didn't have to be a content creator to get Savannah's attention. Random person from the comments, doxxed. Doctor says it's weird to breastfeed a toddler, get him banned. Woman makes a joke about forging a COVID certificate, contact her job. Oh wait, she doesn't work there anymore?
Yes, that is correct. Evidently, she has not been employed by...
LOL, now the hospital is swearing up and down that she hasn't worked there since August.
By that hospital since August.
I also think like another thing that was kind of shitty about her going after nurses, because I remember during COVID, like being a nurse was like being in a fucking war zone in certain areas.
Yeah.
And you had people working like 16-hour days or longer, and it was really fucking hellish conditions. And you got a moron that decides to fucking call up your job and fuck with your real life and fuck with your family. and it's just some guy who's like, you know, maybe should know better. She's a farm tech. She's like, you know, has an interaction with these, like, you know, nurses maybe a little bit, and she just decides to just fuck with these people just because she doesn't agree with their opinions. And it's like, come on, what the fuck is this?
It was a battle zone for our, like, I am so grateful for our nurses during the COVID thing. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they did it, and I don't like seeing people, you know, like her, just going after them for stupid little things.
Yeah.
2020. So apologies to that hospital for the barrage of comments that they have gotten on their social media page. However,
while they're fighting COVID, the hospital has to deal with your fucking stupid comments now. That's great.
Video still needs to be seen because these healthcare professionals need to be held accountable, not only by her employer, but also her licensing boards and the people that know her. And for everybody that's saying it's just a joke, joking about forging medical documents isn't funny, especially when we're still struggling with this pandemic.
Actually, it is. I joke about that with Voices all the time. We joke about her fake vax cards all the time. It's actually a good joke, actually.
I don't think this woman knows how to read a room.
Actually, we joke about it all the time. I'm sorry, but it is funny. And I would honestly, like, when you're dealing with people dying all the time in the hospital from a pandemic, and people actually fighting it and dealing with it, maybe being a little bit of a troll on the internet is like the least you can give them while you sit at home in the safety of your home while these people are in the hospital watching people that can barely breathe and dying in front of them. So during the pandemic, man. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong, man.
No, these nurses have buried more of their patients than saved them. Think about that. You train majority of your life to be an RN or an LPN or something like that to save lives. But during the pandemic, you buried more people than you saved. That's going to do a damage on you. So if you want to go online and say stupid shit, I mean, own it, obviously. It's a joke. It's not your fault she didn't get the joke. But come on, give it a little room.
Hi, Voices, by the way.
Hey, Voices. Hey, Queen Bella.
Hi, Queen Bella.
That Savannah wasn't just privately contacting employers offline by herself, she was using her fans to contact employers and mass report anyone who needed to be held accountable, whether they still work there or not. But Savannah, didn't you say doxing was bad just a few months ago?
With that being said, she had a gotcha moment for me. I posted this video about doxing back in the fall, where I said that even public information can be considered doxing. However, I've since realized that public information shared on a public forum is not doxing. That's why I've pushed a lot harder with these healthcare professionals in holding.
Now, public information is if I come up and I say, hey, my address is so-and-so, my name is so-and-so, and I type it in a public forum. Public information is not you creeping around in their fucking profile, looking at who they liked, being some sort of weirdo that decides to track down, listen to a bunch of their lives to figure out they said their husband, and then proceed to buy a BIN verified account because the person doesn't realize they can opt out of BIN verified, and then finding their information. That's not public. That's not public.
This is creepy.
Yeah, these people are creepy. It's like, can't you just like fucking deal with like people that just disagree with you on the internet and just move the fuck on with your life? Like, really?
It makes you a better person in the end, a better streamer and a better content creator when there's people that disagree with you, but you can still be, you know, respectable towards each other. Be like, okay, that's what you think, you know.
Yeah.
Them accountable during this pandemic. Mind you, I have not obtained any of this information by illegal means, and most of this
just because it's not illegal doesn't mean like it's right to do. It's fucking not public. It's not like that's the problem with this definition. Like, honestly, they need to pass a law that you should not have your information being like taken from you unless you somehow agree to the website doing that. Like, they really need to do that. That website should do due diligence to email you and say, hey, would you like your information to be put here? You know, this whole idea with Facebook, because that's how Facebook made their money earlier on, by the way. They would sell your information. They sold your information, everything, all your likes, all your trends, everything was sold. All these companies sold your information because the truth of the matter is nothing is free. You don't go on YouTube for free. You don't go on Facebook for free. They sell your information and they sell it to these websites. And then basically they post it all over the place. And then you got these creepy people who just didn't like your comments or your jokes and decides to fucking ruin your life because you just had a disagreement with you.
Information that I get, they have shared themselves.
It had only been 7 days since Savannah started doxing people, and she had already stirred up a firestorm on TikTok.
It's only been 7 days?
Yeah, this was a whole period of 7 days. This is an old one. This is like an old one, but this is like just I wanted to show a good example of doxing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, no, I get
But
it.
all that was about to change because Savannah was about to be visited by an infamous hacker.
Do we even know who is this 4chan?
On March 27th,
Oh God,
a thread was
4chan.
4chan. You really don't.
4chan, you know, sometimes they can be the silent heroes, but sometimes they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, 4chan is definitely not one you want to be on the enemies list with. But
Exactly.
started on 4chan discussing Savannah and her content. Users on Paul did not like her, to put it lightly. Within 28 minutes, someone had looked up her medical license and posted the address of a Walgreens she used to work at. Another user claimed to file a police report against her for breaking a state law. Others discussed visiting the pharmacy and tried to find her home address. Then someone posted her actual home address. It had only taken 4chan a couple of hours, but they were able to find the last place she worked, her personal phone number, email addresses, and her home address. They even took it a step further and went through all of her TikTok videos to find one she posted in her backyard and cross-referenced it with Google satellite images of the address they had found.
They got
the next
time.
day, Savannah
yeah, this is what happens when you're okay with doxing, because then a group of people start doing the same thing, and there's a group of dedicated people who can look at you. For instance, Shia LaBeouf believed that he hid his, like, he had this they will not like this whole camera thing. It was supposed to be pointed at somewhere, right? And people were like trolling the shit out of this camera. And eventually he thought it was a great idea. Like the best idea was to point it at the sky or something. I don't know exactly. But these people were able to find it by the trajectory of the fucking stars on 4chan and also other things I just forgot. And they found it out of just a random field based on the star patterns in the sky.
I can see it. I can see it happen. They got time. See, that's the thing. You think you have time to make these doxing videos because somebody hurt your feelers online. But 4chan, they really got the time. I promise you. They got the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Anna posted a video called Keep Holding People Accountable.
As I'm sure y'all are all aware, I've been getting repeatedly harassed by far-right TikTok for days. These people have posted my address, made violent threats against me. It's made it to 4chan. There's been violent threats made against my daughter, my family. Because these people aren't getting the reaction that they wanted from me, they're now going after creators whom I'm friends with. And now these creators are very seriously concerned for their own safety. While I'm more than capable of dealing with these people, my friends aren't. And my friends are asking me to remove the videos that have caused all this fuss. And out of the deep respect and love that I have for them, I'm complying. But let me be clear. I am not sorry for the videos that I made. I am not sorry for the people being held accountable. And I will continue holding people accountable as it pertains to public health and patient safety. But for now, there have been enough credible threats made against me, my family, and now my friends that I've got to take a pause. But rest assured, we will all be continuing the good fight.
The top comment on this video reads, "People are treating me how I treated others, and now I'm offended." 4chan made another thread the next day celebrating their victory and started making plans to up the ante even further. Many claimed to report her to the pharmacy board, and others threw out even darker ideas. In the end, Savannah stopped doxing people, and 4chan won the battle by silencing her, which lasted for about a week and a half, and then Savannah went right back to doxing. One of the first things Savannah did when she came back to the internet was start arguing with people who claim she used illegal means to obtain their personal information, like this user.
Okay, for anybody asking about this letter in particular, Savannah used to work at Walgreens. If you look up her name on Google, it'll pop up this Walgreens. So that's why I called them in the first place. However, her sister now works there, and this is what they sent me when I tried to let them know what she was doing on TikTok, stating that her sister accesses my PHI and sends her sister, Savannah, information. And that's how she's posting all this information about people. She'll claim that she uses Google. She'll claim that she uses Facebook. She'll claim everything's public information, which is true. This information would be public, but that is not how she found it.
Savannah's answer to people
was
making
that
these
an
claims
official
was to
or?
Yeah, well, that was the allegation, but at that time
It was, so it's still an allegation. We don't know.
show them how easy it was to get their
official.
docs elsewhere, showing her audience how to do it.
Yeah, true people, guys. You got to really opt out of true people. By the way, like, what is it? Like, is it like, where was it? I'm going to show one
Answer
second.
to people making these claims. Time in between.
Yeah, like the U.S. phone book. Also, I would suggest you do that for your family. Like what I do is I actually type up my mother's name actually and my sister's name on Google, and then I find the websites that have their information, and then I have them opt out, and I tell them how to opt out. So yeah, I mean it's a fucking annoying process actually. Having your not only yourself opt out, because what happens is I shit you not, I actually looked at like one address, like one of them that had my mom, and it caught connection to me somehow, and I was just like, that's not good, guys. So I pretty much did opt out of her. I went to a bunch of websites like
It's so sad that you have to protect your well, we all do this, but it's so sad it's come to
definitely
this.
yeah, true people search. Yeah, get that shit. Opt out of that shit. Just if you go there, opt out immediately. Don't even do it do it while we're streaming. Do it right now. Do it now. Just start
opting now. It doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. I promise you.
Hi there. Let me see. Hi there, Glare. Let me see. I made almost real name to not forget everywhere. And years ago, I wasn't aware how all will turn out. Yeah, that's true. One rep. I mean, I have I don't know. I used one rep and it said I wasn't in all 300 sites. One rep, and I paid, and then it didn't really work, honestly, because I found my name in other sites that it was checking when I just Googled it. So, I mean, honestly, the best way to do it, honestly, is just type your name up on Google. I go for not only one search engine, you're going to laugh, but I do Yahoo, Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo. You guys are gonna think I'm psychotic.
But you don't do Firefox. No, I'm just playing.
I forgot about that. We're gonna have to do Firefox
or an Internet Explorer. Nobody uses that anymore.
I'm gonna have to do Firefox and Internet Explorer after the stream to see if my information's there. You're gonna laugh. Yeah, I do that.
No. People, no, I get it.
Because I get really irritated when my information is out there, and you're gonna laugh. And then I purposely keep things that are just and that's why I've been doing it slowly but surely over time periods like this, because certain people have put bounties on my head and claimed I'm a pedophile apparently a couple of days ago, and yeah,
that guy's an idiot.
Yeah. I'm pretty much I'm pretty much making sure these whack the jobs, because I can only imagine that was his next plan. prove you're not a pedophile by showing me your address, your whole background. Bro, fuck off. This is called, you have to have facts, you have to have evidence, man. You have no facts, you have no evidence, you're a fucking idiot. Go back to your conspiracy theories. That's my opinion.
Savannah had gone back to consistently making videos getting people fired, banned, the police called, and more. One particularly notable doxing happened on April 23rd when Savannah reacted to a woman's video where she wears a fake COVID mask on an airplane.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Ooh, Marissa, we're gonna know. Especially when you documented your entire trip with travel days.
Oh my God.
I recognize this seat back. You flew Southwest, right? Great. So I forwarded all of that to Southwest Airlines, and Anna made sure to tell me that they will pass it along to the appropriate leaders. So if you get marked as a flight risk, it was me.
It was around this time that the mainstream media caught on to what Savannah was doing and started writing articles praising her heroic behavior. She called out healthcare misinfo on TikTok. Then the trolls found her. Savannah Sparks made it her mission to hold healthcare workers she believes are behaving badly accountable on TikTok. When trolls started threatening her life, she stepped away from the platform. A New York Times article about Savannah reads, Ms. Sparks said her work had drawn detractors and vaccine opponents who have threatened.
Sorry, I had my mic off. You know what that reminds me of? I pulled up, just remember from this article, it calls How One Stupid Tweet Blew Justin Sacco's Life. This was in 2015. I know, a couple of years ago. So it's I'll read the article to you.
Oh, hold on before you read. Hey, Burden and Proof. Hey, Red Rock.
Hi, Burden.
Good morning, Grandma Sherry. I hope you're feeling well. Go ahead. You can read now.
Yeah, that video was almost done. Oh, wait. Guess, of course that happened. Of course, they're going to ask for money while I'm putting on the website. Whatever. I'll just read it because I apparently don't want to log into my actual account here. It says, has made it a long journey from New York to South Africa. This is from New York Times Magazine. So, as made the long journey from New York to South Africa to visit the family during the holidays in 2013, Justin Sacco, 30-year-old and the senior director of a corporate communication IAC, began tweeting little jokes about indignities of travel. There was one about a fellow passenger on the flight from John F. Kennedy Airport. Quote, weird, German dude. You're in the first class? It's 2014. Get some deodorant. Inner monologue as an inhale BO. Thank God for pharmaceuticals, end quote. Then during her layover at Heathrow, quote, chili, cucumber sandwiches, bad teeth, back in London, end quote. And in December 20, my apologies, before the final leg of the trip to Cape Town, quote, going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white. She chuckled to herself as she pressed the send on this last one. Then one wandered around Heathrow's international terminal for a half hour, sporadically checking her phone. No one replied, which didn't surprise her. She had only 170 Twitter followers. Sacco boarded the plane, and it was 11 hours flight, so she slept. When the plane landed in Cape Town and was taxiing on the runway, she turned on her phone. Right away, she got a text from someone she hadn't spoke to since high school. Quote, I'm so sorry to see what's happening, end quote. Sacco looked baffled. Then another text, quote, you need to call me immediately, end quote. It was from her best friend, Hannah, that her phone exploded with more text alerts, and then it rang. It was Hannah. Quote, you're the #1 worldwide trended Twitter right now, end quote, she said. Sacco's Twitter feed had become a horror show, end quote. Quote, in light of Justin Sacco's discussing racist tweets, I am donating to @Care Today, end quote. And, quote, how did @Justin Sacco get a PR job, end question mark. Her level of racist ignorance belongs on Fox News. AIDS can affect anyone, and quote, I am IAC employee, and I don't want Justine Sacco doing any communications on our behalf ever again, ever, end quote. And then one from her employee, IAC, the corporate owner of the Daily Beast, OkCupid, which I think is gone by now, and Venmo, who the fuck uses that? This is an outrageous, offensive comment. Employees in question currently unreachable on an international flight. Quote, anger soon turned to excitement. Quote, all I want for Christmas is to see, you get the gist. Everyone's fucking jumping on that.
I remember that. That happened. Yeah, I remember that.
So she basically got fired from her job because of this tweet. And
it was a shitty tweet, though. Let's be real.
I mean, was
her whole world shouldn't be, turned upside down for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me see. Hello, how you doing, guys? But yeah, that's the point. That's how I'm trying to point out to you that basically, like your bad tweet, these people will track you down, find your job, and then fuck with you. Oh, by the way, this woman's not working anymore, and she just does a full-time TikTok and just doxes people. So I guess it's a happy ending for this woman. She can continue doxing people and fucking people's lives over.
What, the TikToker we were just watching?
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like, you could be like jobless now and just have a job of doxing people for fun. All right, next one. Bodega Bro. Now, if anyone doesn't know about Bodega Bro, this was about 8 months ago. A Bodega Bro is another story of someone who basically said something and then got doxed and completely got their life fucked up.
The man who the...
So let's listen to Bodega Bro story. Basically, the guy said something about a bodega that wasn't so bad. He just was like, he moved from another state to the Bronx, which, by the way, the Bronx is not that great of the location in certain areas. As a person who's had to travel into the Bronx, not really great. Because of let's just say certain times of the day, you'd probably want to get out of there.
The internet name Bodega Bro went viral due to some TikToks.
Bro, that's not a grocery store.
And it's safe to say his character arc is quite fascinating. So today I thought we'd sit back, relax, and go through the story of Bodega Bro, who I like to call Brodega. It all started with this video.
Okay, so I just moved to New York and I'm trying to go grocery shopping. And so I type in like grocery stores on my Apple Maps. And like every one I go to, like I'm walking too, like they're like this or like like this. Like, bro, that's not a grocery store. Like, I'm trying to get like eggs, yogurt, like cheese, like that, right? Like, look at this place. Hey, yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese the Aki way. Like, you know those TikToks? Like, I'm doing it. Like, I've literally been to like 5 of those now, and like I don't know what the I'm about to do for dinner. Like, where are the Krogers and like the Whole Foods?
Krogers and Whole Foods in the
my
Bronx.
God.
I have to laugh because it's like, okay, good luck. You might as well find like a fucking unicorn in the Bronx. Oh my god. As a person who's actually had to travel around the Bronx, yeah, there's something like, yeah, you're not finding a Kroger's or a fucking Whole Foods in there. You could barely find a Whole Foods in Brooklyn.
But that's the thing; these little mom and pop places I don't see nothing wrong with it, though. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it gives people opportunity, jobs to own their own business, to be independent.
Yeah, but we're not. But we're gonna see how this all results in him.
It's gonna end bad.
It's like I'm about to eat like cereal and ramen for dinner. Like, what?
I'm getting some pretty big CTE energy from him, but also I don't feel like he's really doing anything wrong here.
Yeah, and also he could have just ordered a fucking sandwich. I mean, like, they make good sandwich. I remember when I used to go to the Bronx. They used to make good sandwiches.
Big fan of Brendan Schaub moment.
He's clearly not from a big city, and he's just documenting his experience without being socially aware at all. But this video got him.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this. I don't know why.
A lot.
I got so dumb and I didn't do this. This is the link to the channel. He's a pretty cool creator. I actually followed him. He was actually going to get sued by Boy, who's this piece of shit scamming crypto guy. And then, like,
is that the guy with Jake Paul or whoever?
Yeah, the guy who's getting sued for $1 billion now with a bunch of other influencers. Yeah. Because of his crappy crypto scams. So.
Lot of backlash, and if anything, this video just proves that he doesn't know how to use Google Maps. Like, if you want a conventional supermarket, you type supermarket instead of store. But I feel like he's just ranting about this area that's new to him, trying to be funny. And it's my understanding he wasn't being too serious, but TikTok took heavily offense to that and ended up getting him fired. So apparently he worked at a company by the name of Outreach, and some internet stalker figured out that he was working at that company. So that internet stalker essentially tweeted at this company asking for this guy to be fired. This person clearly is the real life embodiment of Randall from Recess, but of course they deleted their tweet once the guy was fired. But my main question is, from what we saw, what exactly did he do to lose his right to make a living? Fired for being ignorant? That sounds about 2022. Because of all of this hate he got from the original Bodega video, he created this video.
Okay, so if you came here from Twitter, you may know me as Bodega Bro. I made a video that got taken way out of context, so I went off private to show you guys what Bodega Bro is really all about. Also, if you know anybody that's hiring tech sales or needs a workout partner in New York, let me know. Can I get 4 bacon, egg, and cheese rolls and 4 chopped cheese rolls? Can't forget the band.
Yes, he had to do a goodwill campaign, basically try to like redeem his name by trying to show videos of him handing food to the homeless. I don't even think that guy was like. I don't even think that guy. I don't see anything.
He didn't really do anything wrong. He just seemed culture shock.
Yeah, like you just come to New York. Like New York is like culturally shocking place if you ever come from like small town anywhere. Like you can go to Manhattan. Like 1 minute you're walking down one street, like Chinatown. Like literally, like walk around Chinatown is like culturally shocking because you see like everything's in Mandarin. And you're like, it's like you literally travel to like a little bit like China, a little bit.
Also, they call Chinatown.
Yeah, true. I mean, self-explanatory. Yes, it's true.
Like I live in Little Portugal.
I mean, like Brooklyn.
So I get it.
Brooklyn's kind of like has everything. It has like kind of the urban areas, but it also has like kind of nice residential areas and stuff like that. Bronx is like a concrete jungle, man. Everything's like concrete. If I could just describe the Bronx in one word, it's concrete jungle. Well, 2 words, concrete jungle. Manhattan is just skyscrapers, and it's like I actually though, if I had to choose between living somewhere, I'd probably rather live in the Bronx than Manhattan because I feel like Manhattan is just like fucking vapid and cold. Like at least the Bronx
Isn't that where all the richie people go?
Yeah, all the richie people go there, and I would hate to like live in Manhattan. Like I'd rather live in like the Bronx or Queens, to be honest with you, or Brooklyn. Manhattan fucking sucks. Like it's just a tourist place. It's so loud and it's like you're just better off being in the Bronx, to be honest with you. If I had a choice between the two, you know. But that's just my opinion. That was a side tangent.
You're fine. I mean, if I was gonna pick where I was gonna live, I'm not gonna pick somewhere where there's snow. That's my whole thing lately.
Someone read Mel says, share it. Yep, a lot do. My boss got busted because he was supposed to be quarantining due to COVID exposure. 2 years ago, his husband posted pictures of them out partying. Neither of them have Facebook. Yeah, that's why I say like copyright disclaimer. Yeah, thank you. In the middle of her St. Jude's fundraiser. But the difference is he actually spent the money. Like he actually bought the items. She's gonna raise the St. Jude's fund, and she's not even gonna donate any of the money. It's like out of her own pocket.
Who's doing a St. Jude's? See, I'm out of the loop.
Molly Golightly is going to do a St. Jude's fundraiser, but she's going to like.
Is that a hit on Mallory or something?
Yeah, it's a hit on Mallory for sure. And she's going to do it, but she's like, I can't afford to give any money to it at all. I'm like, bro, I seen you go to like multiple chats and give people $100, whoever talks nice about you. Like,
didn't she just go to a 90s event?
Yes, she, that was like when she claimed that her mother was dead. Well, she claimed that she was gone and didn't really clarify the situation for 4 hours. And then everyone started donating money and prayers.
She's just a hot fucking mess.
And then, so, I mean, it is what it is. And then she goes to 90Con. And then, it's a mess. I mean, you can watch dozens of channels. If you want full length, I mean, you can watch Queen, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
You can watch Unirock. You can watch Nonsense. There's everyone fucking covered that, Kate. Like, everyone knows the exact details of that. And it's wild. It's the wildest thing I've seen in a while. Like since the Quentin Simon thing, I didn't see something as wild as that. But hey.
Molly's on a roll, but anything for content.
Yeah. Well, I should take that back. I should say Kylie Rod. You know what? I'm into too many wild shit. It's too many.
Yeah, you got a lot. You gotta make a list.
There's sound in the background, man. I think you said something.
It could be out. It could be the window.
The thing that I just find crazy about the internet is like somehow people are going to be mad at this fake news. It's like, oh, my bad, guys. Like I'm feeding the people that look like they're going through a lot and might not be able to afford their next meal. Like me, right? And it's probably going to be like user 187624 with like 1 follower and no profile picture, or somebody with like no posts and like a cartoon cat is like their profile picture or something random. Like, where do these internet trolls come from?
One of the dudes there was definitely non-homeless. I also love how this man's grabbing plantains. Like,
I didn't want to sound insensitive, but I really thought the guy on the bench didn't seem homeless to me because that guy looked like he was just taking a nap. Like a lot of people don't realize that a lot of people take naps on benches even today who are not homeless.
I do. I am not homeless, but you enjoy the weather. You're having a good time.
You're in the summer and you're taking a nap. That happens a lot in the city. So yes, I don't think that guy on the bench.
Oh God, now I'm rethinking my whole nap schedule because I don't want people to think I'm homeless.
No offense. At least he got a free meal out of it. I mean, somebody got a free sandwich, a banana, and some chips, and it'd be like, oh, thanks, man. I got up. I'm hungry. I took my nap. I can eat a full meal. Thanks for the free meal. Whatever.
Bananas. But E for effort. Like, I feel like he did a good thing here. This is a million times better than going on to TikTok and ranting about how some upset people on Twitter got him fired. Instead of that, he went out and did some charity. People saw one side of him from his original TikTok, and I guess he wanted to show people the other side. I see a lot of people complaining about this video, saying he only did this to film it. And, I mean, at the end of the day, he still gave away food. Just because he filmed it doesn't take away that he did a good thing. But no matter how many good things you do, if you break the law and go viral on TikTok, that's not a good combination. Because, yes, this story has yet another odd twist. Because our guy Brodega was was apparently arrested in Michigan as a fugitive from justice, and he's being extradited to Ohio to face charges for felonious assault. Man, the plot thickened. See that?
Yeah.
Who was that? Who posted that? Can you rewind it just 10 seconds?
Yeah, well, just that. Okay.
Guy Brodega was apparently arrested in Michigan as a fugitive from justice, and he's being
Slam piece of the year. God damn.
Slam piece of the year. Bodega Bro was arrested in Michigan as a fugitive from justice and is being extradited to Ohio to face charges for felony assault.
Extradited to Ohio to face charges for felonious assault. Man, the plot thickened. See, that's a legitimate reason to get fired. Not what he filmed on TikTok originally. Fire him for that. Circuit Court for the County of Oakland, the people of the state.
Yeah, so it did not go well for Bodega Bro, but it just shows you how things can turn very badly when you get doxxed and you get fucked over and you get fired from your job and all that stuff. But holy shit.
I don't even know, like, what did he really do wrong? That's the thing.
Yeah, that is insane. Here's another one where a swatting call leads to an innocent man being killed. Let me just pull up the article so I can...
Oh, yeah. Is that the one that we were talking about a couple days ago?
Yeah. By the way, if you're going to visit a content creator's website, maybe I should just jump to that a little bit. Let me see. Use a VPN. Get a VPN. I use ExpressVPN, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I use Nord 360 VPN. I pay that shit.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a little bit of intermission. We'll just explain what a VPN is for a moment. So people, I got a video to explain what a VPN is. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys. And welcome back to and explore everything you need to know about VPN. Pure and private connection. First of all,
virtual proxy network.
Virtual private network. It is a technology
that was proxy. One moment. It says private. Maybe I won't. VPN meaning. Private. Yeah, it is private. I thought it was proxy, but whatever.
It allows you to create a secure and private connection between your device and the internet. So it's like creating a private tunnel through which your internet traffic flows, making it impossible for anyone to see what you're doing online. And there are several reasons why you might want a VPN. First, one of the most common reasons is privacy and security. When you use a VPN, your internet traffic is encrypted, meaning that even if someone encrypts it, they won't be able to read it, which is why this is especially important when you're using public Wi-Fi networks where your data could be vulnerable to hackers. Another reason why people use VPNs is to access content that might not be available in their country. For example, some streaming services or websites may only be available in certain countries, and by using a VPN, you can connect to a server in that country and access the content as if you were physically located there. So how does a VPN actually work? Well, when you connect to the internet through a VPN, your device first connects to a VPN server. This server then acts as a middleman between your device and the internet. So when you send your data over to the internet, it first goes through the VPN server. And after that, the VPN server encrypts your data, making it unreachable to hackers or anyone who might be snooping on your traffic. Finally, the encrypted data is then sent to its final destination. And when the data comes back from the internet, it goes through the VPN server again, where it encrypts your data and sends it back to your device, where it displays on your screen.
So if you ever go to like Laura's Candles site or any of these content creator sites just to like look at them and laugh at them, I would suggest using a VPN as well, because they can get your IP address, and the IP address can probably tell you what city, state, and also possible zip code, by the way. So yeah, definitely get a VPN doing that. A little bit, it shows you how to use it. I think it uses like here, it shows you. This is how it pops up like this. This is how I do it.
Of course, they all vary in budgets and features, yet they all have a kill switch. They're excellent for torrenting, and they all consistently work with streaming services, S-level availability, Express is our trusty go-to VPN is, and don't mind spending a few.
Like you just change the country you're going to, and you want to like make it look like you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty good. And you put it on, you put it off, you use the search thing. I do it all the time. So yeah, just what VPN is. That's when I say like that's what the VPN is. But
you're gonna mostly use it not only to protect yourself, but if you put your VPN in the UK and you access Netflix, you get a lot more shows and videos.
Yeah, so if you want to watch more shows,
it's kind of
also-
like Hulu because European countries don't get Hulu. Even Canada doesn't get Hulu, so
All
you
right.
get more options.
So if anyone doesn't know what swatting is the actual act of which you call up the cops and you basically make up a lie about someone's and say like, this man, I've killed my family, I've murdered everyone, I'm armed to the teeth and stuff like that. And the American cops, instead of like Canada where they knock on your door and just do a wellness check or something, they will come there with a full SWAT team and proceed to bust through your door, and you might get shot. So it's like it just happens a lot. It usually happens in gaming. I've noticed it happening a lot in gaming. Yeah. The gaming is pretty wild. When you play video games, be careful of your kids playing online video games, because there's a lot of people that like to dox on video games. So
horrible.
That's why I know the term a lot, because especially online games like Call of Duty and shit like that, people will fuck with you and dox you. But anyway, let's go.
Headlines: a defendant in California sentenced to 20 years in prison for making phony 911 calls across the country. One of those calls leading to the deadly police shooting of an innocent man about 1,400 miles away. Here's ABC's Will Carr.
Tonight, the man behind this prank 911 call,
I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore.
sentenced today to 20 years behind bars after pleading guilty for a swatting prank that turned deadly.
I already poured gasoline all over the house. I might just set it on fire.
Tyler Barris has admitted to swatting, calling authorities and triggering SWAT teams across the country to surround the homes of unwitting victims.
Walk this way!
In 2017, Barris thought he was swatting the home of a video game rival after a fight over a bet for $1.50.
Holy shit. $1.50, and you do this. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But police swarmed Andrew Finch's home, an innocent man with no connection to the game. He was shot and killed by police who thought he was reaching for a gun.
There are no words to express the toll it's taken.
Finch's family now wants the police department held accountable, while prosecutors in Kansas hope Barris's stiff sentence sends the message that swatting is no game.
It's not a joke to swat other people.
Swatting is a growing problem across the country. It can be a federal crime with a max penalty of life behind bars. Cecilia.
Okay, Will.
Yeah, that's also like.
But nobody's learned. That's the thing.
I would suggest every streamer. I mean every streamer. If you get more than like 100 people in your chat, I would probably call up your local precinct and tell them that you're a streamer, and tell them the possibility. Also, I'd probably call up the local pizzerias too, but that's just a side tangent. You probably should call up every single fucking local precinct and basically say, hey, I'm a streamer. I stream on so-and-so. If you get a call about me murdering my family and me trying to shoot the neighbor or something, that's probably some asshole trying to swat me. Can you please keep this in the record that I am not that person, and most likely I am being swatted. So please do not come in with the SWAT team and murder me accidentally or go around my house. Probably that will go well. Also, another one, appeals court allows lawsuit against Wichita police officers to proceed with swatting death. Okay, so yeah, apparently, let me see, what was it? Users responded, 25 million lawsuit filed by Fitch family alleging excessive force and constitutional violation by granting summary judgment in favor of the city of Wichita and some responding police officers. The district court rejected RAP's assertion of qualified immunity to defense. Let me see. I'm trying to see if they actually won the lawsuit, because I should have thought of that before. But a federal judge rejects officer's claim of qualified immunity in 2017. Yeah. Well, qualified immunity, yeah. So that happened. Okay. Tony, keep them entertained. Keep them entertained. Tony, say something.
Joe, I don't.
Read the chat. Read the chat while I'm reading something.
Don't dox people. Don't be an idiot. I think I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the only time when it's reasonable to look into a person and to get the authorities involved is if you see a child being harmed, anybody being physically harmed or endangered in such a way, especially children, or animals or stuff like that. But it doesn't mean you take that information and you ride with it and you make it into like a 4-part episode. You get the police involved, you put your complaint in, record the clip, send it to their local police or CPS. Other than that, you don't have to be public with it at all. If you're going to try to protect a child that you know that's being neglected and you've heard it and you've heard this child be hit and stuff like that, you don't have to say, I did this. No, just fucking do it. Be a good person and let the law take care of it. That's it.
Another thing I would have to say is that the...
Thank you, Grandma.
What's up, Grandma? Yeah, for that case where that guy was shot because, you know, they tossed out qualified immunity in 2017. And just so I don't mess up the definition of qualified immunity, I'm going to look it up. Immunity. I know what it is, but I don't want to mess up the definition. Qualified immunity means the government officials can get away with violating your rights as long as they violate them in a way nobody thought of before. If that's actually Google, yeah, I guess that's it. That's a weird definition. I got to read that again. That doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, qualified immunity is a legal principle that grants government officials performing discretionary optional functions immunity from civil suits unless the plaintiff shows that the officials violated clearly established statutory constitutional rights, which a reasonable person would have known. It is a form of sovereign immunity less strict than absolute immunity that is intended to protect officials who make reasonable but mistaken judgment about open legal questions, extending to but the plainly incompetent or those who knowingly violate the law. Qualified immunity applies to only government officials in civil litigation. It does not protect the government itself from suits arising from official actions. And it's from Wikipedia I'm reading from, by the way. So the next thing is actually in that case, the family did get a settlement in that case from the city. The city of Wichita has reached a $5 million settlement. The federal lawsuit involving the fatal police shooting of Andrew Fitch during the fake emergency call. Fitch was shot and killed by Wichita police officer Justin Rapp, who was among the law enforcement personnel responding to the false swatting call in 2017. Just figured I'd give you like a full summary of what happened there so people know. Let me see. What do you think of all this, by the way?
I think it's just stupid. Why would anybody... See, that's the thing, though. Swatting has been there for more years than you think it has. This isn't a new concept of things. This has happened since, what, 2009, 2008? When the popularity of YouTube started building up and people started to game stream, there was a lot of swatting. And the whole goal of swatting is not just to get the person swatted, it's to get them swatted while they're live streaming. And there's actual videos you can watch of people being swatted on their live stream. And that's the kicker there. And they say the most disgusting thing. Not only are you wasting that person's time and putting him and his family in danger, but you're also wasting the police's time. Like, what? I don't understand the whole thing. I don't get the satisfaction of swatting and doxing when there's no reason to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, if you see a child being harmed and abused, neglected,
world, I think
yes, I think you should definitely report that to the police and get that shit taken care of. But people just playing video games where you just don't like what they say, how sad is your life for you to be that offended?
Agreed. So since you've mentioned video games, we're going to show you 10 times where live streamers and video games got swatted by the cops. Yeah, I mean, like, that's why I say, like, you got to call up the local police stations and basically tell them this. So this is just, this is basically for awareness to let people know, like, this is why you want to keep your identity secret. That's just why you want to keep, try to get information removed, because you got people that call up your job, you got people that will fuck with you in real life, and you got the few crazies that will try to actually kind of get you killed. And this is how they do it. Swatting you.
It's really horrible.
We're getting swatted.
Top 10 gamers swatted on live stream. Number 10. A Call of Duty video gamer gets swatted when somebody calls 911 on his family.
Making me mad. I'm gonna shoot my mom and blow up the building.
Someone on Skype posed as Curtis or FaZe Dirty and called 911 saying he planned to kill his whole family, triggering a full-on law enforcement response, a prank known as swatting.
And the big sheriff guy comes over and he's like, "Who's Curtis?" And like when he said that, I was just like,
Think you're getting swatted. What in the world?
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! On the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
There's one in the corner.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands on your back! Get out! On your back, do it now. What's your name? That's Jordan. You're one in custody.
Lincoln 2, address is 1221 West Mineral Avenue. Command is at 1241 West Mineral Avenue.
Stand up. Separate your feet. It's why when you hear police, what's yelling?
His microphone was muted shortly after this, but this is another case of a streamer being swatted live where the swatter is actually watching him being swatted live and probably laughing. So I think that's really messed up, and I don't know why they put him in handcuffs.
I don't know.
They kind of have to put you in handcuffs.
Are you kidding me? Who the hell did this? Seriously, who the hell did this? This is not cool. Why would you guys do this? Like, are you kidding me? This is actually happening? I'll be right back.
So this is what I'm working with, and I just do live streams, and
This was a nice calmer. This was a calmer swatting.
It's everything just set up, and you know what I mean. So, I mean, I'm broadcasting to like 1,200 people, and that's
Yeah, they
so
do.
that's
Yeah.
what that is. Just there, those guys being assholes, and what they just did was donated $1 to me, and his Twitch name was F the Police.
Who's that?
I have no idea exactly who that was, but that was
Where's that show up where they can see?
that was not cool.
I think that's why you. I'm Raptor Death. Going mini? Where's a bump? I'm holding mini peak. Bump sounds like you. Daps is a ramp player and Lex plays. He's locker. He's locker. Locker and up secret. Locker and.
So you get the general idea about that you can be swatted, handcuffed until they assess the situation. Yeah, pretty much.
Because they have no idea. I mean, cops now are kind of like when they walk in and they see a camera and stuff, they still have to handcuff you for safety, but they're a lot more reasonable because this happens all the time.
I think Voodoo is a little bit behind with the AIDS comment. I think she's up to the Bodega Bro situation. So that's probably what that comment is, but she'll catch up.
IT red. What the fuck, Jordan? This guy was locked down, dude.
That is a good thing
There are
to
4
do,
cops
Sticky.
in Jordan's room right now, apparently.
No fucking way.
Yeah. With rifles. What?
I'm actually.
Yeah, I mean, I could watch 10 minutes of this, but you get the general gist, guys, with that one. I don't want to
This
make
is only 10. They literally made a top 10 of this. So can you imagine how much, like, you can put people in danger. I've heard of pets being shot on sight when they're coming in and swatting. It's horrible. It's just
Okay, so now we're gonna go into the this guy did a good video where he just shows you what I talked about with opting out, but you can see it. So
Important.
I would do it, but I don't want to accidentally dox myself, so I'd rather do an example. So here, so okay, we're gonna go. It's called How to Protect Yourself from Dox Before and After. Okay, all right. That's his video. I saw swatting being planned in Discord, and I had to find the guy's address, and I called a local PD to warn them that call was coming. Wow, that's crazy, Sticky. That is crazy. Let's watch this. Okay, so obviously get a VPN. I would get a VPN even if you're like, because at least the very least you can use it for Netflix. Netflix is kind of fucking boring. You can just change it to Britain or something. You might get British shows or something like that.
And most virus protection plans like McAfee and like Norton, you can pay an extra $10 a month or the year, and it comes with a VPN too.
Yeah. So you learned what a VPN is. Now he's going to show you. I know this is not a flattering face of this guy, but sorry, Mister. If you ever watch this video, I'm just on pause. Nothing against you. I'm just speaking to the guy who made the video. So we're going to play. He's going to show you how to opt out. and you can watch it and do it for yourself. Maybe do a practice. Maybe do it while we're on live. Use this as a practice tool. Type your name in Google and try looking for that and do
Hopefully
that.
someone hasn't found out
Good
your
for you,
address or any of that
Sticky.
stuff
Hey,
that you do
Bushes.
in real life
Hi,
name.
Bushes.
However, that could also be possible. Whether you've had your real life name exposed and not the other information, or if you've had your real life name exposed as well as information like your address, phone number, and emails, you should try to remove everything about your real life name online that you can find. Or even if you haven't had anything exposed, it's a good precautionary measure to remove what could be found before someone else can find it. This basically means that websites like White Pages will host your name and associated information about you. However, besides White Pages, there's also like 40 to 50 other websites that also host information about yourself online, just because these websites are kind of stupid, corrupt, and a lot of times they're trying to get you to buy other services or pay them to remove information about you. In fact, one of the grossest examples of this is a website called thatsthem.com. This website seems designed just to extort information about people. Take, for example, this person's information. You could find yourself on this website, annoyingly enough, and if you click on this thing that says hide my data, you would think that it leads you to an opt-out form or something like that. However, if you click on the link, it just takes you to this website called Zorro, which is an affiliate for That's Them. So essentially, this website is making money off broadcasting your data and trying to get you to remove it. So honestly, that seems pretty corrupt to me. However, that said, most every one of these websites has some kind of opt-out form in which you can request to have your information deleted from their website, since it's kind of like some kind of legal necessity that they have to have on the website. However, most of these websites don't make it easy for you, and since there's so many, it can be a huge hassle removing information about yourself online from data brokers like White Pages that basically make it so someone can look up your real life name and find your address, phone numbers, family members, and stuff like that. So, if someone's found out your real life name, you want to remove that information as quick as possible. Or if someone's already found out your real life name and that information, you want to remove it so maybe they didn't save it on the computer or they can't remember it, or other people can't find it later on down the line. That's kind of the best you could do at that point. Now, you can go each one of these websites and opt out, like I said already. However, I prefer using a tool called dataseal.io. This is a website where you can pay monthly or yearly, and you can pay them to pretty much go to all these websites and remove the data about yourself associated with your real life name. So essentially, if someone looks up your real life name on one of these websites, they're not going to find any information about you with your current address and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Now, I've tested out a number of these services. In fact, there's several of them out there, stuff like Delete Me and stuff like that. And while these services can work okay, I found that dataseal.io is better. It has a better interface. It removes it from more websites.
Yeah, I used one rep. I didn't really like that one. So maybe I'll try this one. Maybe see how this works. I'll see how that works.
You have to pay monthly for it, though, right?
Yeah, but like paying $12, $13 just so you can get all your information removed seems like a good deal.
Plan. Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. Like just I'll just avoid a Starbucks meal, all right, for me or whatever. I know most people, it's more money or something like that. But I think like these days you got to do it. You got to do it.
The people at the company seem a little bit more friendly, and overall, I just think it's a better product in terms of being objective about it. You can use code TOMSPARK5 to get around 5% off.
Yeah, I don't think that code works anymore, but this is okay.
Off, which is really good. It's my favorite one of these services because it's more transparent in the pricing model. You can choose to pay monthly or yearly, whereas competitive services like Delete Me only let you pay yearly around $120 up front, which can be intimidating to a lot of people. Dataseal.io is better in that it gives you the option to pay month to month or yearly, depending.
All I'm saying we're not sponsored or anything. I'm just showing you a website. So don't.
Depending on your budget, and it's also cheaper, especially with the code TOM there. In fact, I negotiated with them to lower my affiliate commission. So, however, now I kind of want to talk about people who maybe haven't gotten doxxed yet or worried to prevent that from happening or prevent it from something could online identity. Don't use a consecutive online identity across different platforms. If your kind of name online is like something like notebook user or something like that.
Yep. That's what I do. I have multiple names. Tony knows.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like Blue Cow 13. Don't use the name Blue Cow 13 on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, If you do that, it will make someone able to kind of track you from different websites and find more information about you that you might have revealed about yourself. You want to have a different identity for each platform, which makes it much harder for someone to kind of track you down. That's very important. Number two, to prevent yourself from being
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure no one thinks I'm sponsored. We don't make any money, so I'm just talking about websites.
doxed or someone finding out your real life name, it's really important not to reveal personal information about yourself to anyone online that you don't know in real life. No matter how much you trust or like these people, you never know when they might turn their back on you and reveal this information, or might even become hostile to you and dox you. Once your real life name is out there on the internet, it's really hard to remove, even though you can remove the information, like I said before, about you in real life. So to prevent your real life name from getting out there in the first place, try not to tell anyone personal information that could lead them to discover who you are. Don't tell people where you live, even like the city. Try to make it up. Try to make up information that makes it harder for them to ascertain who you are in real life.
Yes, guys, I'm a 70-year-old woman, and I live in Alaska. I live in Alaska, and I'm a 70-year-old woman, and Tony is
Oh my God, are you Jewel?
Maybe I am.
You're Jewel.
Don't dox me, man. Don't dox me. Fucking doxing piece of shit, Tony.
That's what I do.
It's fine to lie about these things, and don't be worried that people will be offended if they found out you're lying. Just say, you're trying to remain anonymous online just for your own safety. And if people don't understand that, they're not really worth being friends with anyways. So use fake names, fake birthdays, pretty much everything fake about you that you can. Next up, I think it's important to realize that you probably should be hiding your IP address while online. If you use certain services, if you join certain game servers, if you look at certain websites, certain forums, if you are in a situation where people are logging IP addresses or able to view IP addresses.
Not to forget about our friend of the show, Laura from PlexQT, who says that she's actually logging everyone's IP address when you visit her site. Just saying.
That's creepy.
They can't see your generalized location unless you're using a VPN. You can even just leave a comment on some websites or forums, and people can see the generalized location of where you are. So let's say
that's what they see.
You're based in Texas, and you're based in a small town in Texas. If you leave a comment on some forum and you piss someone off or so they don't like it, they could pretty much see that you're in that small town in Texas. They can't see exactly where, like which apartment complex. They can generally see where you are, and that can be a dangerous way to get doxxed or find out who you generally are. So keep that in mind. Make sure to use a VPN if you are worried about that. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm the VPN guy here on YouTube.
Yes, Grandma shares the government name Facebook was doxxed by Salty in the night to 120 to 600 people, depends on when the view bot was on. Ringo showed me how to look up exactly where YouTube videos were uploaded from.
Oh, wow.
And, I use Brave browser. Yeah, so basically that's why I go through this, because I like to give people a general idea of how to protect themselves. Because we're unfortunately in the true crime space, we got some toxic piece of shit like Molly Golightly and Dolly Vision and other people, other bad actors, piece of shit tragedy pimps, whatever you want to call them. And they basically use this because the thing is that they will try to find out where you are and they will fuck with you in real life. I've heard from Jenny Jen, you can use gift cards for Patreon, kind of like gift cards for Patreon or something like that. When you buy something, you can probably, you can be anonymous on Patreon or something like that. But yeah, the thing is that you really need to kind of hide your identity with all these things, because you got people that will read your name on a live, and then maybe delete or just keep it up for a while and just basically let their fans fuck with you in real life. So, I mean, this is like my cautionary tale to people to basically really take their anonymity very, very seriously when they go online, and to not be careless about it. Old news, thanks everyone. Yeah, it was very old news. It's about a year old news. It is what it is. That's why, this is why I tell people that use different names, don't use the real names. What do you think of this, Tony, so far?
No, I think it's something that we all should, definitely take into account and learn. Because sadly, even if you're somebody who's not controversial, that's very middle ground and understanding and as kind as can be, somebody's not going to like you and they're going to dox you.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, speaking of Molly Golightly, Menace from Sobriety has another video. That's a good one. Molly Golightly canceled herself. That's kind of amazing.
What did she do now?
Do you guys want to see like Menace from Sobriety? Like he made a pretty good video. By the way, you guys can watch it on your own, but I always love this channel, Menace to Sobriety. Like really great channel.
He's the guy that uses like the Morgan Freeman voice and stuff.
Yeah, the Morgan Freeman voice. Yeah,
I
that
like
guy,
him too.
great guy, man. That guy makes great videos. He just made a new video called Molly Golightly canceled herself. Yeah, that's
I want to
funny.
know why she canceled. Let's end this on a good note.
Yeah, I think this pretty much explains. Is there anyone in the chat that has any questions before we go to that little segment? A little bit of like, spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down type of thing. Like, but any questions about what doxing is and swatting or how to protect yourself, or is there any particular question the chat has? If not, we'll just do that. We'll end it with the Molly Golightly canceled herself, and we'll just end the stream early a little bit because no point in making a stream longer than it has to be. Yes, MGL canceled her career. Yes, someone came in and said her live stream taken down by YouTube midstream. Well, it would exactly. It did. There is a clip of it. I shared it. Basically saying transphobic lines for 3 days and doxing that person with their dead name probably would do it. Definitely not a very
Who did
good.
she dox? I mean, with the dead name, Mallory.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like Mallory. Everybody knows I do not like Mallory, but you guys don't understand the damage, the personal damage that's going to be doing to her.
Yeah, it was a really shitty thing. I came in late, but definitely going to go back and listen. Thank you. If there's any questions, shoot, we'll wait like 2 minutes. We'll talk to the chat for 2 minutes to see if there's any questions on it.
I can't believe she did that. Now I'm really pissed.
Yeah, she's a
I don't
horrible
even like
person.
Mallory.
Well, I actually talked to Mallory. I mean, hopefully she changes. We'll see if she changes.
Well,
she did
everybody-
apologize. Yeah.
Yeah.
No point in making the stream longer than it has to be. Beat Tim on his own channel. Beat Tim Queen. Let's do a 12. Well, that's because
I mean,
I like to, like, personally on this channel, I like to keep it like under 2 hours. I don't like keeping it longer because I feel like I want to like kind of a lesson. Or
I'm gonna be real. No. Hold on, Tim. Sit down.
Oh no.
I am not doing a longer than 2 hours stream, not
Him
unless
too.
it's a video game. So
Yeah.
I'm usually the one that's going, okay, we don't have to do the whole we don't have, and it's not because of anybody else, it's just because I'm very ADHD and I'm like, I don't know if I can contain myself for 2
Also,
hours.
I think people like to watch an hour and a half, 2 hour thing, but like when you go to like too long for certain subjects, it just doesn't. There's not enough to go into it. So
I mean,
just
we
like
could
this,
go for like 4 hours talking about Mallory and Molly, but
yeah,
that's just never dull. You know what I mean? Like every second there's something to talk about.
yeah. But this is the Menace to Sobriety video. I guess they'll probably play about this. Is just an amazing video. Yeah, this is Menace to Sobriety. I would suggest people. It's like the last note. We're gonna chill, watch this, and then we'll
This
end
has
it live.
nothing to do with doxing or anything. Well, it does
Well, she is a doxer. She doxed the woman.
That is
so
doxing.
Kind
You use
of
someone's dead
connection.
name as doxing.
Kind of a connection. This is such a good topic of the two of you to do. That info is much appreciated. I'm very glad that. Great show, great information. Okay, so I'll just play a little bit. We'll play 5 minutes, and we'll laugh at this.
All right.
Menace to Sobriety.
The community grieves when someone cancels themselves. A life's worth of work and effort gone in an instant. All due to lies for a few dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those stories.
I'm still here in this bed that I crawled in.
Oh, she's just sleeping, like just chilling.
Yeah, she did do a sleep
I
stream.
hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one wash it down and you'll be fine.
Oh my God, Zanny bars. Those are Zanny bars.
Walk around in the floating chalk outline.
Dox the bitch. She's gone. Minimum $50 Patreon.
Oh wow.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile.
And that's her nephew, right?
Yeah.
We trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Oh my God.
Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for
Oh, I have no idea, Jasmina.
take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. The feeling goes and you draw a chalk outline.
Mal Capone. Just to explain it, Mal does not have 57 pages. Like Mallory, like she said that she only stole a lawnmower in 1993, and she didn't spend a night in jail at all.
She sold a lawnmower.
Stole a lawnmower.
Oh, stole a lawnmower.
Yeah. But they made up this whole story of misinformation that she's like this fucking gone in 60 seconds fucking thief, and she's an arsonist, and she has 57 pages of like Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, so she's still. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna take. It doesn't matter how embarrassing the situation is, or how damning that you sit back and go, "Oh, she can't come back from this." I will say this: Molly is a cockroach.
Yeah, it's true.
She's gonna survive.
Yeah, actual footage of PayPal Mel committing her crime 30 years ago. Oh my God! I suggested this. I suggested this in a live. I was like, it'd be hilarious if someone put Mallory's fucking head on someone like running from the cops with a fucking lawnmower. Oh my God!
This guy knows how to edit. I gotta talk to him.
On my toes, so little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase
Yeah, I got very drunk and he got to be murdered. You know, I gave it to him. I didn't give him any cocaine.
I didn't give him
I gave it to him. I didn't give him any cocaine.
I didn't give him any cocaine. I gave him this other pill.
Oh my God.
I love you so
I didn't give him any cocaine. I didn't give him any cocaine.
so much. And she goes, I love you so
I didn't give him any cocaine.
And that's what it's about. Like right now,
I didn't give him any
you're
cocaine.
struggling and I'm standing here changing your
such
diaper.
a perfect day. It's a beautiful shame.
Look at this. Doxing. What is doxing? Publishing victims' identities and information with the intention of to harass, threaten, or abuse of. Often seen as part of the online vigilanteism came. What is the identity information? Individual's name and contact details, information about the individual's family and employment or education, any photos or videos that identify the individual.
Is this recently her
Yeah.
doxing him?
Well,
What's
she's
his name?
doxed. Mallory was doxed by Molly. But let me see.
It's a beautiful shame. I'm scared of being okay.
Uniball is a person in this video. He lives in. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
But little by
being
little,
arrested.
bit by bit,
Wait a minute. Was that like? Did anyone know who this person in the video? He needs to be.
That's why I'm asking. She wanted to dox that guy.
Is this for real or is he just joking?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking. But this video is very up to date. Hence, you know, the photo. It said that it was
So she, yeah, like she tried to dox. I mean, like
That's horrible.
Wow.
He taught
Okay.
a lesson.
Someone can whack him.
but little by little, bit by bit,
Oh, pause
push
it.
it back down.
Queen Bee says Molly Live went down and was removed for community guideline strikes, and her backup channel is gone.
Wow. Congratulations. Let's get a round of applause. Round of applause, everyone. Very good.
If you get your channel removed, you had to have done something.
Let's thank Heels in the Air for that tweet campaign where she tried to show YouTube you probably shouldn't have someone with 90,000 subs who is trans bashing people and dox them on a live stream. Thank you for the good news, Queen Bee.
Because we don't see any reason for.
I guess we can't get the child coaching channel anymore. We can't get the child coaching channel anymore.
I won't even take that in our chat. Like somebody trying to dox somebody like that.
Oh, you're banned.
You want to trigger me?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do. We're not putting people in danger here. Y'all are free to have your opinions. Love me, hate me. I don't give a shit. I'm still here. But I will be damned if I let anybody try to put somebody else in danger. I don't play that.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, it's going down. Like, all these channels are going down slowly. Dolly got a community guideline strike. You got her getting hit. I mean, you're all going down, motherfuckers. You're eventually going down. And the circus here, the circus is ending for you pieces of shit.
With a new habit, if not for
Oh, yeah, this is the video when Molly stole, I think, money from a stripper's G-string or whatever they were.
long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my.
No, don't take my what? Did you
Don't
say
take
like
my kid?
Wait, it says take my house, please, everything. Take my kid.
No, don't take it. She retracted that real fast. She was like, wait, that's stupid.
Here lies Molly Golightly, YouTube career.
With a potato.
Goodbye, Molly. Goodbye.
And the potato did a poo-poo. Aww.
Poor Molly.
I mean, she did it herself.
So I'll have a round of applause. Molly's career is over.
There we go. Well,
I mean,
we need a moment of silence, not enough.
We need a moment of silence. Actually, wait. We need a moment.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do your thing.
Yeah,
we need a soundboard.
We need a soundboard. We need some sort of like you know, we need something to memorialize this the downs like
it's karma. It's just karma. Let's celebrate karma. She
yeah,
did her
exactly.
job.
Let us have a moment of silence for Molly Golightly's career. Her 8-year, whatever the many years she's been on YouTube. She is gone. Good riddance, you fucking bitch. But anyway, what's ended on that one? Let's hope this woman.
You know, there's gonna be a whole slew of drama later tonight. There's just gonna be a whole slew of it. It's gonna be a waterfall.
Yeah, I'm very glad this woman's gone.
She's not gone. Her backup channel's gone. Her main channel.
Yeah, but she's got a community strike. She's not going to be able to collect the money that she wants.
Yeah.
And good riddance, you fucking bitch. You're a trans bashing, horrible person who lives off of the tragedies of dead and missing children and also adults. You're a horrible person, and I hope your next career. I hope you stay at home and get help. You need to go into rehab. because you shouldn't be doing all these drugs. And also, stay away from true crime. Stay away from fucking vulnerable families. You're a
Stay away
disgusting.
from children.
Stay away from children.
You can't be a life coach to children when you're basically pawning off your kid to the cops because you don't want to get arrested.
Oh yeah, you can. Everything in this video, any video we do, you can play. I don't mind. You can play it, do anything.
Oh yeah, Voodoo, you're fine. You're fine.
You're fine. Everything's cool, man. Everything's cool. It's open to everyone. It is what it is. But yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe we
Very
might do another Molly video. Maybe educate the children about, dead naming and stuff like that. Because that's horrible. I mean, that's what y'all know me. If it's about my community, I'm gonna preach.
Yeah, but I want to keep it like kind of educational right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to, do
Well, not
drama.
now. I'm talking about next one.
Yeah, next one maybe. We don't want to do drama all the time. I like to keep it educational, teach something, and just stay. Yeah, she still has her main channel, but that'll probably go soon.
I mean, I wish her all the best. I really do. But karma comes. Karma always.
I wish her, although I wish her she gets her just dessert and her karma for fucking over so many people.
Mm-hmm.
She has a karmic debt she needs to pay.
And Mallory, I'm gonna say this because not a lot of people say this, especially when they've been harassed and dead named and stuff. I don't like you, but I'm sorry that happened. That would be traumatizing to me, and I understand that.
I'm going to wait 6 months to a year to see how she acts, but she seemed to, she went on the panel, on Queen Bee's panel. She answered a lot of questions. And she also went on to the Hive and apologized to Mo when she was crying and said that she would try to do better and change a little bit and think about what she does. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. Time will tell with Mallory.
Yeah.
But
you don't deserve to. That's the thing, too. Even horrible people don't dead name is traumatizing. It is. I can't tell y'all. Maybe it might not be nothing for y'all, but for me, Mallory, I don't like you, but I am sorry, honey.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think what happened there was disgusting. I think doxing her and showing her name. And one thing I will say about House of Williams, she's never doxed anyone. So
no.
So I've heard from multiple people who are in the know. She's never doxed anyone. And, well, I don't think she deserved to be doxed and dead named and trans bashed and all that shit. I think that was horrible. But we'll end it in a good note. Molly's channel is to hit a community guideline strike, and her second channel's gone.
Yeah, her backup channel's gone. Her
goodbye,
backup
Mom.
channel. Well, is her backup channel does she have a kids channel?
Yeah, that's gone.
Okay, that gone. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's sad what she did to House of Williams. Yeah, I think it's disgusting. I think you could have easily gone after House of Williams based on what she's done in the past. And there was no need. It's just you lose your argument when you do personal attacks like that and disgusting things like that. Because you just show how ignorant you are and how, yeah, it really does show how ignorant you are when you do things like that. You could have easily gone after, whatever she's done, like the milk comments and all that stuff. But it is what it is. That's the end of the show.
Real quick, I just want to say thank you. Thank you. There was a donator last time who donated to the stream. I'm not going to say your real name because I don't believe in that. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. And I also want to thank Grandma Sherry as well. Thank you for grabbing my attention because I never check those things. Thank you, Grandma Sherry, so much. Everything that you guys donate to the stream stays within the stream. It stays for the upkeep, for the StreamYards and stuff. We don't need it for personal use. We are set. So I do appreciate that. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. Very
and make sure to watch Menace to Sobriety.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Make sure to watch that. I'm gonna probably watch it again because it filled me, that song and that whole thing filled me with such happiness. I was a little bit down earlier today. I had a long day. I'm slowly getting better and better, and just listening to her channel, getting fucked over because she's a horrible person. She deserves it.
See right there. See, okay, so her main channel can't make no revenue anymore. Her children's channel is still there, but her live channel is gone. She has 3 channels. She don't got 2. She got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my understanding? Blank.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, sorry. Was it Blank? No, Allie. Sorry, Allie. And thank you again, Grandma. I really appreciate it. really appreciate it.
Oh, okay, thank you. Liz says both channels are up. So recent videos are either removed or hard. Well,
things
now
are
I'm
happening.
depressed. I'm depressed now. Their channel's not banned. Okay, well.
Well, things are happening. Well, you never know. Well, that's the thing. When you go live streaming with your family, and if you know you and your family are going to get rowdy and you're going to drink and you're going to celebrate your mother getting better, which I understand, celebrate.
Well, she wasn't happy about her mother getting better. But let's just end it here, man.
Yeah.
Let's end it here. But anyway, thanks for everyone for watching.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a bunch of lives about this later on today, probably.
Keep
you
up
guys
with
keep
Queen
safe.
Bee and
Keep
them.
yourself safe. Keep yourself anonymous on the internet. Do all the steps we talked about in the beginning. And I really do hope you have a good day. Have a good weekend, because we'll probably see you on Monday.
Mhm.
And keep safe, everyone. Have a good one.
Yeah, y'all keep safe out there. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And again, thank you so much, Grandma Sherry. And y'all just really, please keep safe out there. Please rewatch this if you have to, or look it up yourself. But remove yourself from, internet searches. Protect yourself. Y'all have a safe weekend.
All right, guys. Bye.